Yes, a 4-0 win today. Just sum up how you're feeling after that.
It was a really good run out for the girls. It was really good to get loads of minutes into people's legs. Everything that we work on in training is starting to pull through now. So you'll see from the footage and obviously being here that the triangles, the keeping possession, it's all starting to come through. We had a change of shape at half time, something we're looking to try going forward, and it really worked. It's great to see kind of Josie obviously come back from injury and really getting kind of 65-70 minutes under a belt, as well as the new signings gelling really well. Erin kind of bossed the full 90 minutes. Becca coming into midfield looked good, and Ebony on the wing. Raw talent, but a lot of talent there to work with. So overall, good day in the office. Clean sheet was vital. Obviously disappointed last week against Gateshead, although we got the win. We did concede the goal, and today I don't think we really gave Birtley a sniff potentially that second half. Good day in the office.
Yeah, so started off with an early goal. Do you think that's really important in capitalising and getting a hold on in the game?
Yeah, we want to start games fast. We want to look to put the teams that we're playing against under as much pressure quickly as we can, and once you get a foothold, it makes everything a bit easier to kind of press forward with, and it just relaxes everyone. But in the build up to it, we talked about the whole game being patient, keeping the ball, and in the end we must have had kind of 65-70% possession with some really good kind of hold up play right across the pitch to allow the opportunities to come through. But early goals are key. We got one obviously last week, and then this week again. It's just about pushing forward with it.
What was the message at half time? Because I think that second half was really special.
Yes, second half we just talked about just trusting ourselves, not getting bored of having the ball. Because first half we would keep a little spell of possession, then someone would be like, right, okay, we've got to attack now. It's about just let it come naturally, keep it, build it. We rotated a lot of plays in a lot of different positions second half as well, and it was good to see people adapt into the different areas. But I mean, all three of the goals in the second half were special. Like either great balls in. Josie coming on, like I say, she come back from a really long-term injury from last season, and we eased her back into the game last week. But then, like, her last action was bombing up the wing, 70 minutes to put a cross in and give it to Eve on a plate. It's really pleasing, and like I say, the most important thing as a coach is watching it all come together from what we're working on and pushing that forward and developing it. 'Cause we've got a long way to go, a long way to learn, but hopefully the pre-season's given us a good standard and a good foundation to build on.
Yeah, and what lessons have you learned from today?
That what we're doing is working. That what we like last week we talked about how the press was working. This week we've had a big possession on it, a big focus on in possession, and that was the pleasing thing. We had players, like I said, playing out of position, but kind of from a point of view of looking at it rather than kind of looking at them as a position and look at them, understand the roles. We've got a lot of people who fit different dynamics within the system we're trying to play. And the good thing today is that when we moved people around, so for example, Erin's very adept at centre-back, very pacey, very strong, move the right wing-back, and she's got all the attributes to do that as well. So when you've got that versatility within the squad, we've already got quite a big squad as it is, it means that we can carry that forward, and that's what I want the girls to really focus on, is understanding all the different roles that they could be played in. And again, Josie, again, to use her as an example, as a standout player. Left back first half, very traditional, very kind of orthodox, but then turning to a wing back second half, really bombing on and taking that forward. And as a coach, it's nice to see when players are taking it all on board.
Yeah, just the one pre-season game left next week. How close do you think the team are to getting ready for competitive fixtures?
Yeah, I mean, with pre-season, you always want more games, you always want more time to prepare, and obviously having to move the Spennymoor game forward wasn't ideal. But I'm happy with what we've seen. We're working at a real intensity in training, and Norton will be a huge test. We try to plan the pre-season so each team we play will be a different threat. Norton are a very good side, and they'll really put us under the cosh for long periods of the play, I'd imagine. But I think we'll wherever we're at when we get to the Spennymoor game, that's where we'll hit the ground running. And like I say, if the season starts tomorrow, I'll be pretty happy. So having another game just to tick us over a little bit is really beneficial.